All right, what's up, YouTube? It's your girl, Shari. Y'all know what time it is. Hit the like button, turn your notification on, and subscribe to the channel because I promise you, you will not be disappointed. Oh, and remember to share the live. It is imperative that you do so that your girl can stay active and all the rhythm. Happy Monday, checkmates. Listen, y'all make it do what it do, what it do, what it do. And remember to speak when you walk on in the chat because ain't nobody sleep with you last night. If you aren't following me on any forms of social media, go ahead and follow me on all platforms at Shar's Reality number 6. If you haven't had a chance to join my backup page, go ahead and join me at Shar's World number 6. All right. Hello to all my newcomers, flip floppers, and day ones. Hello, and lottie dotted to everybody. What up, checkmates? What's up? Everything on this channel is alleged and in my opinion only. This is not a chat for children. So if you are a child, you probably should exit stage left or pull your children away from the TV or the computer, whatever you want to call it, baby, because we don't do children. Hi, Sheila. How are you? And welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Hi, Veronica. How are you? What's up, boo? Mama Bees. Hello. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Listen, if you are here, whether you're in the bushes or whether you're just hanging out, go ahead and hit that like button. Your mouths will come on out the bushes and say hello. And listen, mind your manners and just say hello. It can cost you nothing. All right. I apologize that I went a little bit over the 2-minute mark. If you're just joining for the first time, we do start at the 2 minute mark. We start to the actual topic around the 10 minute mark, depending on how things are going in the chat. Also, I do apologize for coming in a little bit past that 2 minute mark because I was trying to upload a picture and I was trying to turn the money sign on, honey. Nobody works for free. Nobody works for free. We got a couple things to talk about on web shenanigans, which we're going to cover them right after our review for Love and Marriage Huntsville. Um, and listen, we got stuff to do over here. All right. Again, we are still preparing for our 10K giveaway. I have not forgot about you guys. It will happen sooner than later. I just have not come up with a time where I can physically jump into it. Okay. So let's remember that. Um, Remember that everything you need from me, whether it's email, whether it's Cash App, it's all in the bio section as well as the description section, amongst other videos in this one also. So please let's not forget that. It's a lot of stuff going on social media, but I will address other things as time progresses. Let's see. Is there anything else I want to talk about? I don't think so. 24 in the chat. You guys are slowly coming in. Yeah, I don't think so. If you guys have not had a chance to go over and watch the Jennifer Williams interview with Carlos King, look, I strongly suggest that you guys go watch it if you're interested. If you guys also have not had a chance to go watch Monique Samuels' coming back video of explaining why she divorced from her husband, I strongly suggest that you guys go over and watch that as well. I think a lot of people missed the concept of what she was saying, or some people just ignorant to the fact that they want there to be a problem where there is none. Some people live off of that, okay, creating a problem where there is none, and I think that's ultimately what she was saying. If you ever been in something, marriage or not, sometimes it just don't go as smoothly as you would like it to go. So go check that out as well. All right, guys, we're not at the 10 minute mark, but I am going to jump into it because I don't have much to brief you guys on. Okay, I don't have much to brief you guys on. Let me see. So let's talk about this Love and Marriage Huntsville thing, baby. I think I turned the music off. If I did not, please somebody let me know. But I think I turned it off. I think I was successful in doing so. I know that Melody did do a live review, and shout out to the subscriber that sent that to me on TikTok yesterday of the particular episode that we are reviewing. I got a lot of interesting things from that, but I'm not going to lie to you guys. I definitely did fall asleep, not because of her, but it was past my bedtime. And I definitely did fall asleep while listening, but I was able to catch it on somebody else's page. So shout out to you guys for keeping me in the loop. I also saw that Wanda went live talking about a whole bunch of nothing, honey. Wanda be bugging, child. Why would you be the plus one and you're not even allowed to film? Why would they? You two knew better. She's trying to keep her job, not get fired. She knew better than allowing you to be the plus one. Melody would have escorted her out that door so fast. See, she was able to stay a little longer with Destiny, but you wouldn't even have gotten through the door if you were the plus one. So thank God you wasn't, because you and your daughter would have been walking right out that same door, child. Nobody was checking for you. Y'all play too much with that. But like I said, at this point, Wanda just be talking to talk. It is what it is, okay? So jumping into the first scene, you had Lauren, you had Chanita, you had Melody. They all arrive at the vacation home. And when they arrive at the vacation home, Melody talks about picking the rooms before the other castmates get there, so there won't be an issue, right? Although rooms sometimes, out of all these reality shows that we watch, rooms just brings the worst out of people. We see that in Real Housewives of Atlanta. We see that on Basketball Wives and etc. and so forth. So folks get all out of bend out of shape for stuff like rooming, okay? So when they go and she picked these rooms, they picked the rooms for Lauren, and her and Chanita, kind of play any, mini, minor situation. And Lauren end up getting the room. Chanita didn't make a big deal about it at all. She was like, okay, I'll take the next best. And I thought that was very big of her, right? That's like grown woman stuff, right? Oh man, I gotta sleep in this little, like it's not that deal. Like I didn't understand why people was tripping out, because one, is not your vacation. Two, you don't get to be picky, especially if there's really nothing to be picky about on somebody else's vacation and somebody else's coin. That makes no sense to me, right? Um, hey Bella baby, what's up, boo? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Um, so, I didn't understand the whole, I want this room, I want that. But listen, to each his own, the tacky is your middle name to say that. Okay, so um then you got Shanita, she picks the next best. Then you got Miss Nell. They picked Miss Nell room because she's the elder. And she was hot, baby. You got Sunny, she put Sunny by herself because she do recognize the girls are not feeling Sunny, and she doesn't want Sunny to feel uncomfortable the entire trip, which makes a whole lot of sense to me. Okay. Then she picks Kimmy, Tisha, Destiny, in one room, right? Then she picked Trisha in a connecting room to them, I guess along with Stormy. Then okay, yeah, along with Stormy, and that was that. And I think it was very fair. That's what you get for bringing a plus one, trying to be smart, right? So your plus one is Destiny, so you get what the hell you get. Period. Okay, so shout out to whoever did that. So Shanita, Shanita came ready. I don't care what nobody say, how you slice and dice it. Sis came ready because remember when they were getting out of the car to go into the vacation home, Melody was expressing that she was scared of the snakes. And when she was scared of the snakes, Shanita made a comment like, girl, you've been surrounded around a whole bunch of snakes, okay? So, insinuating that Kimmy and the rest of the cast are snakes themselves. Shade, all right? So you definitely knew for sure that Shanita came on a mission, baby, and she accomplished that mission by the end of that episode, all right? So then you got the next scene, and then they're at the airport, and everybody is gathering all their luggage, and in comes Sunny. Baby, the jaws dropped, honey. Slobber done came down and hit the breasts of individuals and stuff like that. Baby, shades was lifting to the bottom of the nose, all right? They were hot, all right? What is she doing here? Destiny is coming. Yes, Tricks, yes. Okay, gather around swiftly, okay? Have your meeting, whatever you're going to have. But see how that works? This is not your trip, so you don't get to say who's coming. Okay, just like Tisha feel like Destiny should have been invited because she a part of the cast. Well, guess what? Sunny is a part of the cast too. So, baby, she got her invite and she accepted the invite. It is what the hell it is. Okay. So when Sunny is like, you could tell that Sunny is uncomfortable because at some point she forget to even grab her luggage off of the machine. And then it was, I think it was Stormy that says like, hey, did you get your luggage? She's like, oh no, let me get that. And I think Kimmy was the only one that spoke, and Stormy was the only one that spoke to Sunny. With that was ignorant, right? Y'all talk about how grown y'all are and what's not childish and this, that, and the third. Y'all could have definitely spoke to the girl, okay? Did you watch Mel last night? She did a watch party and expressed how she felt as she played the episode. I did. Bella, I didn't get a chance to finish it, but I did watch it this morning on somebody else's page. I'll be back a little later to talk about it, but I definitely did. And I got something to say. So, Sunny, go to gather her luggage, and Kimmy asked the girls, like, "Oh, so y'all just going? That's how y'all doing it, right? That's what we doing, right? Not talking to Sunny." And everybody remained quiet. You didn't hear anything, okay? The next scene is the bus ride. The bus ride is them going on their way to the vacation home. And there you have all the girls are already in, including Miss Nell. And in comes Sunny walking in with her bags and stuff. She could barely get through the aisle of the bus. And she's kind of like, not purposely hitting nobody with her bags, but her bags are hitting somebody. You hear Miss Nell make a little comment. I forget what Miss Nell said, but it was something slick. Miss Nell been on one. I don't know if she had one too many drinks at the airport or on a plane, but baby, they served the girl too much because she came already on one. And it was quite annoying, if I might add. Okay. So Sunny get on. She's the last one that gets on. It's extremely awkward at this point. Um, Sunny says that she hates the fact that the girls are looking at her and associating her with this I stole your man kind of energy. Okay. She hates that because that's definitely not who she is, and she's not checking for nobody else's man. They're still on the bus at this point. Everybody's talking about how nice the trip is going to be because Mel planned it. How they're, how they do or they don't like the girls trip and the reasons behind it. You got Stormy who's talking about because she missed chess. Then she got, then everybody else talking about how they missed their husbands. So there was a lot of different reasons why they did not like the girls trip, but in spite of it all, they end up coming anyway. Okay, so I guess Stormy was the only one that kind of made Sunny feel comfortable. And I think she wasn't playing Kimmy too close because Mel had already put in her ear Kimmy was the main one talking, right? From the last episode. So she wasn't really digging Kimmy too much, but she kept it cordial, in my opinion. So she goes on and Sunny asks Stormy, are you planning right now for, your second one? And Stormy's like, yes, I just talked to my doctor about a surrogate. Sunny's like, oh, that's so crazy. I'm going through that right now. I'm going through a split IVF. It's 2 sessions back to back. And Stormy's like, Stormy wants an explanation. Stormy's like, well, what did that mean? Learning that one of her IVF failed. So she says, oh, I'm so sorry. She become very apologetic. And let me tell y'all, I don't really care for Stormy too much, but right is right and wrong is wrong. And I love that she not only took it upon herself to be her own individual. She didn't kind of like jump on a bandwagon with the rest of them heifers, and she kind of made Sunny feel comfortable. She communicated back with her. They had a conversation slightly. And you can see like the bus ride was extremely awkward. Extremely awkward at some point, and everybody's like they're not listening to to Sunny some way or another, but they definitely was. Their ears were definitely in tune, okay? Because as Stormy started to ask Sunny different questions about it, Sunny becomes emotional, right? And of course, Stormy recognized that, and Stormy says, I'm sorry. And Sunny says, we're going to keep trying. It's going to happen. And Nell yells out, it definitely is. So you are listening as you look, as y'all look out the window, like y'all ain't listening. Y'all ain't her friend. Y'all ain't talking about her because y'all loyalty is towards Destiny. It's like, child, stop with the grade school. Okay. So Nell yells that out. It's going to happen. Trust, right? But the entire bus was acting prior to that, like they didn't hear anything or they wasn't here for anything that Sunny had to say, which I think was very grade school. Grow the hell up. Hey, KC, what's up, boo? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. So I feel like they were all listening, but acting like they wasn't listening. So they could definitely tell that to Destiny, because y'all know that's their assignment. And they got to remember the reason why they don't like Sunny, in spite of what they may be feeling on the inside. Like their bubble guts might be bubbling on the inside, because they definitely want to get to know Sunny. But because they got this whole girl code, my loyalty is to Destiny kind of thing, they refuse to even budge to even get their own impression of this young lady, right? So they're all tuned in, whether they want to admit it or not. The next scenes, the girls pull up to the house. They love it. From there, it went down, okay? They greet each other on the patio, and Melody is explaining to them, we're going to meet back here at some point. I think she said before dinner or after dinner, to let you guys know what's on the agenda. But for right now, your rooms have been picked. And everybody has a name tag on their bed, and everybody's extremely excited. Everybody's running to their rooms. What room did I got? You got Trish, who ran up. And honestly, if I could be honest, I don't feel like Trisha should have been on this trip at all. I know she's a part of the cast, but I just don't feel like she should have been there, if I could be honest. So Mel tells them that the rooms have already been picked, like I said, and each name tag is on the bed. Everybody goes, find their rooms, like I just mentioned. But during that time, Nell has not found her name. This is when Nell trip went left, okay? Although she was already on one. She couldn't find her name. She saw a name tag on the bed, but it didn't have a name on it. So she took that like, that's not me. I would never treat Melody like that. I'm assaulted, right? Nell felt that it was an intentionally done to her, okay? And that when she was in Houston, she didn't do that to Melanie. She did her really, really good. Tisha was ready to go back to Huntsville because she feel that Mel picked the rooms based off of how she felt about the person. Nell goes on a whole rant. I would never do that to you. Why would you do that to me? I took care of you in Houston. Um, Mel was playing games with her. She wanted her name printed. She wanted printed because she feel like it was intentionally done, and she's left out. I don't know what's the big deal about the print, but for some reason Nell was insulted by it. Nell is an attention 304. Mama B's crazy. Woo, child. Okay, so Nell is like playing the games with her. She want her name printed. She's not elderly. Mel is throwing shade at her about her age. Then at that point, you see Kimmy and Tisha storm off kind of onto the patio area because they are clearly not filling the room that was assigned to them. Trisha um, do come and pop up on them and says this is disrespectful. Sonny tells Mel that the ladies are upset, and to basically go clear up the situation. Now, I thought that was very big of Sonny, right? She didn't have to go say nothing. She could have let them stay out there and fight the air. But she still was looking around and let Mel know, hey, the girls are upset, even though they tried to play her face on that bus ride, acting like they wasn't tuned in, but they was tuned in, okay? So Mel go out to check on them, explains to them the reason why she chose the room for them. Tisha's like, I don't care what Mel say, you're definitely lying, and you did it on purpose. Trish is like, listen, Trish, I can't take you serious, but whatever. Trish is like the bone carrier that really can't afford to bite this bone at all, but she somehow did. She was talking about, she could have been in the room with the friend. They wouldn't have liked her, but it is what it is, right? Girl, just shut up and be happy you on this trip. That's the way I look at it. Journeyology, what's up, boo? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Yes, she is a mama bee saying she wants it. Well, I missed something. I'm gonna find out what I missed. And hair didn't help. Oh, y'all talking about Trisha, baby. I I I I don't know why they let her go on that trip looking like that. She looked hot, wasn't dressed for the occasion. I know she work out 24/7, but baby, you didn't know where you was going because you look hot. You look like you didn't understand the assignment. But anyway, I don't know what's going on, okay? You had them tights on, I just, it was too much. The wig was hot alone, honey. I was like, pull it off, be free. Okay, so anyway, um, Trish go on this whole rant how she could have been in the room with a friend and gave y'all the other room to be alone. Kimmy's like, if it was all like that, why haven't you made the adjustments? Melanie's like, well, the adjustments couldn't have happened because I had no idea and knowing that you guys would be upset. So how can I make an adjustment to something prior to if I didn't know it was going to be an issue? I said, oh, good point. Okay. Trisha needs to stay on mute because about the Sunny slash. Oh, I'm gonna get up. Wait till I get there. Journeyology. Wait till I get there. So then, the girls that's left in the house go and send Nell out to check on the girls because they say that Nell knew the girls longer. And baby, Nell just made it that much worse, right? She just started to fire back up after it already done died down. Nell gets outside. And she's like, basically she's telling Kimmy and Tisha, get over it. I had to get over it. Stand down, cold 10. Kimmy is offended by the Nell approach. She like, I'm a grown A woman. How dare you talk to me like that? And don't tell me, the grown woman, what I got to get over. So you can tell that Tisha is trying to make light of the situation. And she knows that Nell has definitely had one too many drinks, if I can be honest. So she kind of like playfully says, Nell, You just loud and wrong, right? And she kind of pulled Nell top of her shirt up, like, girl, your nipples showing. And she pulled it up. Nell's offended by that. Don't touch me. I don't think that was a physical touch. I think that was more of let me help my sister kind of energy. And Tisha's no friend of mine, but I didn't get like I'll slap you in this moment. I didn't get that, right? They got the kids room, yes. They got the boot camp room, honey. um, Kimmy, like, look, this has nothing to do with you. So don't tell me, a grown woman, what to do. Tisha's like, basically, she wants to smack the wig off of Nell. I said, huh? Why you ain't start with Why didn't you start with Trisha first, honey? Smack that wig off of her, cause that ain't it. All right, but she want to start with Nell wig. Nell wigs be laying, okay? So Nell basically left after Mel like got in the middle and was like, wait a minute. And Miss Nell went storming off with her little switch. I love Miss Nell's switch, may I add, okay? Hey Jazzy J, happy Monday. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. So Nell goes switching off hell with all y'all heifers, okay? Melody calms the situation down. She calms the Scots ladies down. Melody calmed Ms. Nell down and check her at the same time because Ms. Nell definitely needed to be checked. She goes inside the home and she tells Ms. Nell, come here, let's have a conversation. And they talk about what she could have done better and how she handled herself. And then that was all cleared up. Okay. The girls were outside. Kimmy had the, woosah for a minute because she was clearly upset at the way Ms. Nell approached her. And if I could be honest, Tisha was more upset than Kimmy outside. But once Ms. Nell came out and started that fire back up, it really sent Kimmy somewhere. So she took some time to calm down, which was the right thing to do, to not come back in the middle of something that's already heated. Take some time, woosah, take a moment. Is it really worth it, right? Nell, so she takes some time and then everybody come back into the home. And then they have like this little party where people are dancing, like the people from the island was there and they were presenting them with a dance. And then, at a certain point they would get a bag if they danced the way they wanted them to, I guess, or participated at some sort. Melody definitely gave me Stella got her groove back, and baby, I was here for it all. Okay, I was here for it all. I was like, get him, Mel, get him, right? And I like that she was enjoying herself. I love that she was not tense. I love that she didn't give a dang on what nobody thought in the room. Because Tisha and Kimmy may have had problems with the way she was dancing on that man because they can't do it. And I understand they married, but they wasn't able to do that when they wasn't married, okay? And they don't seem like they know how to let their hair down. So they could learn a thing or two from that moment. But they definitely was like looking, but not looking. I just think it was a nice thing to do. So now it's time to eat, baby. Hey Shirley, how are you? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. So now it's time to eat. And then you got Chanita talking about friendships. And where's everyone from? And then you got Sunny who says, I'm from St. Louis. She's like, oh, that's right. Melody did tell me that. I told her you ain't nothing to play with, baby. And Sunny agrees. And then Tisha does like this little fake laugh, like, don't count us down south people out. And Chanita basically like, girl, y'all ain't about nothing. Okay, y'all all bark, no bite. I said Chanita been all one, honey. She been checking them down as she see them. They hitting their head and everything, okay? So they talk about that. Then they go on to Tisha. Now, if you notice in the beginning of this conversation, Tisha was all for Chanita. When she thought that Chanita was generalizing everything, it became a problem when Chanita started handpicking Tisha, okay? At first, Tisha's like, that's good. That's like good stuff. Like, yes. And then you have Kimmy agree, like, that's the best way I heard it presented ever before, right? It didn't become an issue until Chanita basically hand pointed at her. I don't know why you agreeing, Trick, because I'm talking about you, right? So that's when it became an issue, and Tisha started to notice that she was the target in that moment. I know we don't probably want to admit that, but she definitely came ready for Tisha, okay? From whatever, whether it was a side conversation that her and Melody had, whether it was what she watched on her own, them playing Melody's face numerous times, like whatever that looked like, she definitely knew more than what she was letting off, okay? So Tisha goes on to say that she can sit next to or sit around people that she don't like. And Stormy jumps in there like, look, she's sitting next to me and she don't like me. And Shanita turns around to Melody like, watch her. And everybody gives this awkward laugh, including myself, while watching it. Hi, Geneva. What's up? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. We didn't sleep with you last night. Cricket 22. What's up? All my heartbeats is coming on in here. What's up? Bella, did I speak to you? What's up, boo? What's up? Um, so everybody gives this awkward laugh when Chanita says, watch her. Melody tries to clean it up like, oh, you mean like because she's able to sit around this table with people she don't like, she ain't to be trusted, to basically take the awkwardness away, but it didn't do no justice. It still was awkward as hell, okay? So they go on to talk about, and Tisha's like, her face had changed tremendously. Tisha's like, oh, what does that mean? What do you mean by that? So Shanita's like, it's not a bad thing. I'm just saying, if you could do that, and sit around people, it says a lot about who you are, okay? They go on to continue the conversation, and Tisha's basically saying a bunch of nothing. And Shanita points out that I told you to watch her because she done already told me who she was in a matter of seconds, okay? She told me what she was going to do, what she wasn't going to do, how she was going to do it. And of course, Tisha being who she wasn't comprehending that Shanita wasn't saying what she actually physically said out her mouth. It was all in presentation. So Sonny goes into explaining what Shanita meant, that she wasn't physically saying what you said, but she was talking about your presentation presented, that you don't give a dang on about what nobody else has said. Okay. So that was like very awkward. And at that moment, Tisha goes into her confessional and she says that she didn't know that Melody was bringing her bodyguard. And at first, she was being really nice to her and she was really trying with Shanita. But baby, the gloves is off now, okay? Then Melody like, look, let's clear the air. Let's clear the air. Ball drop, boom, okay? Then she says, well, let's talk about a few things. Trisha, you don't like Sonny? Now, this is what threw me off, okay? Um, Trisha, you don't have room not to like nobody, boo-boo kitty. No, you don't, ma'am. Not at all. Not even on your birthday. How do you even fix your mouth to talk about morals and loyalty and disrespect when your A is sitting around here with a whole new man on television? Okay, when you got a husband that you're not divorced from. And for some reason, it's been alleged that you guys got a triangular situation going on. Okay, so you talk about unethical and unmoral. Like, baby, you are the definition of no morals, okay? You are the definition of non-loyal, okay? You are the definition of ignorant, okay? You are the definition of what marriage does not look like, okay? Girl, you want me to go on and on with your tale? Baby, stop it. You shouldn't have been the one to speak up, okay? So everybody jaw drop, including my own, okay? Like Melody, well, put it out there then. Hey, CDW, what's up, boo? Welcome to the chat. We appreciate you for being here. So, Melody goes on to talk about that. And Trisha goes, no, not me. No, couldn't be me. Like, I didn't say that. What I said was basically, I don't like the way she did that. Okay, Trisha, own your okay? Own your You definitely said it, okay? Secondly, you don't have the room to talk. And thirdly, you saying you don't like the way she did it. We don't like the way you did this either. We trying to understand how the hell you land a place here on Love and Marriage Huntsville when you ain't even married. You're not even filming with the one you married to. You filming with your side dude that you met at the gym. You opened your leg for your gym meet. Baby, you got to make this make sense because it's not doing what we needed to do. Okay, the math ain't mathing. So Trisha's like, no, I'm just not feeling, her because of the way she did things. And Sonny's like, look, y'all are describing me and Destiny relationship as a friendship. That is not the issue, okay? Melody's like, look, Chanita, here's the update. She's now married to who Destiny was with, which is Destiny's ex-boyfriend, but they wasn't married or nothing. Chanita's like, hell, what the hell y'all mad at her for? You should be mad at the dude, right? So everybody like, no, we must be mad at her because Destiny told us to. You little do girl, stop playing with me. Y'all are too old to not have a brain of your own, okay? Or a thinking operation of your own, or your own identity. Y'all are stupid as hell, okay? So, with that being said, 65 in the chat, you guys continue to hit the like button and share the live. Okay, so Trisha's like, no, I don't like the way she did it. Sonny's like, I didn't do it like that. I know what she told y'all, but me and Destiny went out one good time outside of work, and that was it. I didn't even know that her and Moses knew each other for 15 years. She never even shared that with me, okay? So I don't know how I interfered with something and I had no way of knowing, okay? And then she's also explaining in so many words that her position as a producer and now a castmate really gives her insight on things that she never was privy to as a producer. Basically, her job as a producer was to produce and go home. But now she gets the inside, like how it's set up, what's this, what's that. So she's a little bit more privy to the situation, whereas before she wasn't. And I can honestly, I can get with that, okay? Right, Shar, sis needs to sit it down and stop by the where what hair store we sending it to, Bella? By the hair store and get her a bust down. Bust it down, bust it down, bust it down, bust it down, bust it down. All right, all right, all right. Trisha is living, wait a minute, is living the Wanda life. Oh, okay, I got you, Journeyology. Let me read it right. Trisha is living a Wanda lifestyle of a husband and a boyfriend. Oh, yes, I forgot that was Wanda's situation. And a boyfriend with a bonus of lusting after Marho. Well, you said it, not me, Journeyology. Um, so with that being said, let's continue on. Um, Sonny's like it wasn't like that. Um, and Tisha like, yes, it was. They were friends. They was hanging out. Trisha is just going off what they told her because, like I told y'all, she don't have no brain of her own. She's like an airhead, if you ask me. Okay, she's gonna be another one of those do girls. Do what we say, or we ain't friends with you no more. Or you ain't sitting next to us on the bus. Or we gonna make sure we don't wait for you at the bus stop, and we gonna walk home, and we ain't sharing our snacks with you, baby. Y'all better stop playing with me. I said, baby, stop playing. We ain't sharing our snacks with you, and we're gonna tell our mama you can't come over our house. Girl, you better stop all this little daycare stuff, baby. Anyway, so then, that was pretty much the end of the episode, and then they showed uh, um a clip of next week episode, and they're trying to get the time frame of Destiny, Moses, and Sunny situation, and the math ain't mathing, okay? Um, and Sunny is basically saying, like, well, that's a him problem, not mine, right? I'm just here when I got here, right? But we married now, so what the hell is the point? And I said, I agree. Okay. With that being said, at the end of that clip, Destiny is trying to be on her red phone energy because we know that when Melanie has a red phone, she gonna bring out the receipts. So Destiny was like basically that Melanie went and told or had multiple conversations with Ariane to tell Ariane to respectfully cheat with her husband at the time. Destiny, one, we know you ain't got that phone. You've been telling us that since the reunion when you told Melanie you was about to air her out. We ain't hear nothing yet, okay? All we hear is what Martell told you, and you run with it, okay? Because you another one with no brains, no destination, and no identity, okay? In my opinion, right? So with that being said, we know that you are repeating what Martell told you does not make it true, okay? With that also being said, that's a hell of allegations. You mean to tell me that you're saying that you have proof? Even though she said, baby, I don't even know you. Okay. I know you saying that's my bro from another. Like I call Chef John's on my brother from another. That's basically what Destiny calls Martell. But Melody cleared it up yesterday on her live, and I'll tell you guys what she said. But anyway, Destiny got her phone out like she was going to show some proof. Destiny ain't a dang on thing in that phone. You ain't got no proof. We don't believe you that she made or had conversations with Ariane about respectfully cheating. Now she did say that she pulled up on Ariane one time and basically, or Ariane said, somebody said it, Ariane or her, she pulled up on her out of frustration. I'm sure now she wouldn't get that time of the day, but then I would have pulled up too. You messing with who husband where? Okay, so I definitely understand that. Everything Destiny say day is what Martell told her. All their lives are going down. They are. Also, Sonny helped Destiny. Destiny, I need to find a storyline. Get a high profile gig of Sing and a pre-show for Monica. Guess she loves to bite the hands that help to feed her. That's so true. Um, you guys are all speaking to everyone because anybody sleep with y'all last night. Um, well, Wanda's husband lives with her, but Trisha is mixed up. Not a good example for her daughter. Nope, not at all, honey. As Love and Marriage Huntsville turns. Jazzy J, did I speak to you? If I didn't, I'm gonna say hello again because I want to make sure I don't miss anybody. I don't believe that anything was in Destiny's phone. I think Destiny was just wanted something to say. And I think she was trying to copy off that whole red phone thing that Melody got going on, where she pulls out her receipts on this red phone. Ain't nothing in that phone, Destiny. And you and Melody wasn't even friends then. So how would you have something on the phone now? Only thing that you would have would be something that Martell either one spoofed up and sent to you that either present what you're saying or discredit what you're saying, okay? Because you know that y'all comprehension sometimes be off. We be trying to follow, but y'all not even saying what you're trying to say. It doesn't even align, right? So, and that is how that scene ends. But last night, when Melody got done from reviewing the show with us all, she said that Destiny is lying in so many words. And what she said was that Destiny, what did she say? She says that she didn't even know Destiny and Destiny didn't know her. And they were at this event and LeBeric was there. And her and Martell went up to LeBeric like, hey, what's up? And he introduced, I think, Destiny as his girlfriend at the time. And if her and Martell knew each other from around the way, why wasn't that energy like, hey, bro, I ain't seen you in years? She's saying there was none of that. Okay. They were looking strange to one another, just as because I did not know Destiny. Okay. So when did this bro code come in play? Okay. I said, ooh, girl, let him know. And she says that, it was none of that. So if you guys were friends or a bro and sis, why didn't y'all know each other when LeBeric introduced us to her? Okay, so that's all out the window. She basically shut Destiny down completely. All that bro stuff is out the window, and I guess that aligns with what that's the reason, some of the reasons why she cut Destiny off. You're saying that's your bro, you're doing all this, but you're playing two sides as if your loyalty is to Martell because there's something more going on that maybe I'm privy to and maybe I'm not. Let me see. Exactly up. Listen to BS for hotel. Yeah, definitely. Destiny is just ungrateful and it is. Yeah, it's definitely giving that. Um and like I said, at the end of the day, somebody has to make a conscious decision, whether they're going to allow Destiny to continue on this journey of lying and not telling the truth and all of that. Because, like I said, it's not a good look for her. It's not going to be a good look for her. It's never been a good look for her, okay? Um, and at the end of the day, if I can be honest, she's going to try to cover so much for Martell and it's going to come back and bite her in her tail, okay? Um, Let me see something if I can pull up.
It's gonna be fun. Sean, are you on here, Sean, girl? Because Sean, we need to do some flash sales. Did y'all enjoy watching the show? We need to do a flash sale on our revitalizing body oil. I see all y'all's questions. I have been, let me tell y'all, it's been so much said. A lot of this stuff I do be laughing and I think it's hilarious to me because they never surprise me. People don't surprise me anymore. It's just like, child, listen. There's a term called flying monkeys. Y'all look it up. That's all I'm gonna say. Flying monkeys. And when you're hearing narratives that's repeated that sound the same, you can really sit back and see where it came from. You will see where it came from. It's not that hard to do. It's not that hard to do. Flying monkeys, look it up. Okay? And yeah. Child. anywho, let's get to.
So she's talking about Destiny basically carrying a bone that Martell fed her. If you guys are keeping up, she's talking about that. So that's where Destiny got this theory from. The same thing that I just said. You wasn't even around there that time. Now she's going to explain why Destiny wouldn't know what she's saying or proclaiming that she know. Let's go.
Are you in here, Sean? She's speaking like she knows more than you. I know it's weird, as if she was in my marriage and she wasn't. I literally met Destiny. I met Destiny in 2000 because we started filming in 18. So I maybe met her maybe 19. I left Martell in 2020. So maybe end of 18. It was after we had been filming is when I met her. And I met her. I was introduced to her and met her because, no, not a magazine event. We were not filming. This was at a Chamber of Commerce event right here in Huntsville. Was not anything that was filmed. LeBaric was catering the food. I'd never heard of Destiny before. Never heard of her before. Never met her. Never knew of her. Never heard her name. We went to the Chamber of Commerce event. LeBaric was there, and he was catering. It was like a bunch. Honestly, it was a bunch of different people in the city of Huntsville who are chefs who do food, and they all had what is that event called? They all have their table set up, and you just walk around grabbing food, trying food. And so LB was there. We was like, oh, what's up, LB? Hey, I don't even know if we knew he was going to be there. So I was involved heavily with the chamber. So I used to go to stuff all the time. I was on the Chamber Board of Commerce at one time. Met her, the Chamber of Commerce Board of Directors at one time, matter of fact. So anyway, we were there. What you doing? What's up? And so he introduced LeBaric. Let me be clear. LeBaric introduced me to Destiny. There was not this my brother, Martell, from another mother, and this my homie right here. It was not that at all, y'all. It was an introduction. I never seen her. So I've been with Martell at that time since 2007. This had to be 18, 19. Never heard her name before. Never, ever, ever heard her name before.
So there you have it. There was no Destiny prior to them. Never heard of her before. That just all came into play when they made it be the way that it is. I've always said, in my own opinion, that Destiny and Martell may have had something going on, in my opinion, and or tried to flame something up that didn't work, in my opinion, where Destiny feel like her loyalty was to Martell, or she had to prove a point, or maybe Martell may have been holding something over her head because something did happen. I don't know, but the whole brother and sister thing, I definitely do not buy. Hi, always that girl. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. We didn't sleep with you last night. Nanny, what's up, boo? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. We appreciate you for being here. So we have to wait till next week's episode. I was going to try to review the episodes on that Monday, just to make it, get everybody else and let them give their review on it. I have two topics for our web shenanigans. You guys are familiar with Christian Keys. Christian Keys played on always All the Queen's Men. And he has a really big role in Tyler Perry things, and him and a guy from the firearm store is going back and forth. So they got online and told that Christian Keys were bullying them for some firearms that he did not receive. They even tagged him in it. They put his name in it. So he's like, look, I don't really do ghetto, but since you guys put my name in it, I have no choice but to come back and defend myself. It's not called bullying when I spend tons and tons of money at your shop, came back on numerous occasions and and ask you well, what's up with my stuff, and you have no idea what I'm talking about, right? So we are going to listen to one, the store complain about him, and then we're going to listen to him respond to the store. Okay. How are you, my sis? Oh, you guys are so cute. I love it. I love it because we are raising a sisterhood over here. Okay. So let's get into what the owners of this fire, I think it's called Redstone Firearm, what they had to say about him. Hold on. To at this point, this video is to provide some clarity to this whole Christian Keys controversy. Say that 3 times fast. Long story short, the young man came in, he bought a firearm from us 2 months ago. He missed his pickup date on the first background, which for those who know in California, you only have 30 days to pick your weapon up. Somehow that became our fault. All right, so that's what he had to say about Christian Keys. Now here's Christian Keys responding to them.
What's going on, y'all? I wasn't gonna make a public issue about it, but since Redstone Firearms actually named me in the video, let's go ahead and get into it. I've been chasing them for a long time to get what I bought, and that's ridiculous. I've literally called them 50 or 60 times in the last 2 or 3 weeks trying to get an update, and it's been, the customer service over there hasn't been wonderful. I've spent thousands of dollars with them. I bought multiple firearms, a bunch of ammo. May 3rd of this year, I bought a Remington 700. It's a sleek, all-black rifle. I wanted to get good. I want to get good at shooting it. Bought that and some other items. Went to pick it up in June. I couldn't pick it up because the 2 employees, Jonathan and another gentleman, who promised me that they would call me and let me know when my rifle was in and approved.
Hey, Kim.
They never contacted me via email. They never contacted me via phone. And that wasn't necessarily surprising because it is a little unorganized.
Yes, Bella.
I'm not the only customer that's having issues with not being able to reach anybody, nobody calling or emailing back, people getting the wrong weapon, a bunch of other stuff. But you still try to be patient and keep spending money with this black-owned business instead of going to another gun store and getting everything, which I could have done easily, but I've been over here supporting them, posting about them, sending other people to their store. I don't expect nobody to kiss my backside. I'm not going to kiss nobody's, but I do expect accountability and a reasonable modicum of customer service, a reasonable level. And it hasn't been that. It's been unprofessional. For them to get on here and call me a bully. I can show you all the emails. Not once did I curse or use profanity, insult anybody, disrespect anybody, or bully anybody. But some people don't like accountability. Some people don't like the fact that you're saying, hey, I bought this 3.5 months ago, and you still haven't given me what I paid for. And this is getting frustrating for me. I need what I paid for. Please and thank you, and I need it ASAP. Some people don't like that, and they'll accuse you of bullying, which is crazy to me, because I've spent thousands of dollars over there with this black-owned business, and I've sent people there to go purchase their firearms, take classes with them, and the thanks I get is, oh, Mr. Keys, you're holding us accountable. How dare you? Let's accuse you publicly of bullying. That's tacky and corny and shameful, because I haven't done any of that. And that's a dangerous thing, to falsely accuse somebody of something like that and then do it on a public format. But that's another conversation for my attorney and I. I just want what I paid for. That's it. But bullying, not once have I ever gotten out of pocket with any staff member there. I've hung out at the store. I just want what I paid for. I couldn't get my gun, the rifle that I paid for May 3rd. I couldn't get it in June because the 2 employees, Jonathan and the other gentleman, who promised me when I purchased that, they said they would email me, call me or text and let me know when it's in and when it's cleared and I can pick it up. They never did. So when I go back in June, I can't pick up the gun. I got to resubmit all that paperwork to California again and wait another 30 days. Okay, accidents happen. Just do the paperwork, give them the utilities, get the paperwork through. Finally, it comes through. I should be able to go pick it up. Then they're having issues with ATF and accusations and allegations and other stuff. And I'm like, I just want my stuff, man. I paid for this in May. Next week will be September. I just want what I paid for, and that's that. I can go my way, and I may have to go to another gun store from here on out. But I spent thousands of dollars with them, and the thanks I get is, and sent people there. and help promote them on social media. And the things is you lying on me, trying to call me a bully. Anybody who really knows me and knows my heart, I don't move like that. But again, some people don't like accountability, and when you hold them accountable, they all of a sudden now they want to play the victim. All I did in those emails, and I can show them to you. I'm gonna post the screenshots just so you understand. Nothing I said was out of pocket. I didn't bully anybody, and to get on social media and lie, it's not cool. It's wrong, and I'm pretty sure it's illegal. So I'm gonna look into that. But I definitely didn't bully anybody, and that's not okay, man. Y'all need to do better. And I will be there Monday. Again, respectfully, non-profane, non-threatening, non-insulting, to pick up what I paid for in May.
All right, guys. So you guys hear it. That this is Christian Keys. If you're just joining, and he's talking about this firearm store that he purchased multiple firearms from. When he went to go pick it up, it was unavailable. They had a bunch of stuff going on. I played the gentleman from the store audio, which I didn't play the full clip because he did a lot of explaining about his personal stuff that was going on to the shop, why he couldn't be attentive to what this individual paid for. So I couldn't take him serious already. They even mentioned that one of the young ladies that work in the store had like extreme anxiety, and he didn't give a dang on. He like basically still pressed up on her. Well, she shouldn't be working in a place like this if her anxiety is out of pocket like that. Period. I know it sounds insensitive, but it is what it is. So they were calling him a bully because of that. If he paid for something and you were unable to fulfill it because your lease on the building was a little rocky and stuff was going on and you had to do inventory for that, give the man back his money. Give him a refund. Why lose a perfectly well-known, he send business your way, like he said. He even hang out in the store multiple times. He buy his firearms from you guys on the regular. Why lose a good customer all because life is happening for you? That makes no sense to me, right? So I don't agree with the way they did it. And I don't like the fact that when they said it, they outed him like his name, like, oh, he think he's privileged. He think that he's basically above us going through life. So we have to attend to what he's asking us to do, even though we got all of this stuff going over here. That's the way business works. You got to handle your business first. True, Shar, business is business. There should be no excuses. Absolutely. And I didn't agree with that, but I'll post the full video of the young man talking about it. I just gave you guys a little clip. Now let's listen to Monique Samuels. You guys know that she divorced Chris back some time ago, and we're only going to listen to a little clip of it because I think this is the most profound place. But then I'll elaborate on more that I've heard. Let me turn my volume down so the music don't start playing. But like I said, in all of this, a lot of people dogged her out because she is choosing her. She has chose her. But with that being said, I think in all of it, she was just tired of talking about the same thing over and over again. And in the full video, she alluded to the fact that if she's not enough for him, so given that he always had the same complaint, then what are we doing here? Okay, so let's go.
Together and him becoming the man that he is, I am not about to let another woman come up in here and take that. That's my investment. That's my hard work, So I had that mindset. And then I started to realize how unfair that was and how selfish that was and how egotistical that was. Because at the end of the day, if I'm unhappy and I'm not able to give him the happiness and he's not able to give me the happiness, why would I hold each of us up from experiencing that simply because of however many years of an investment that we've had?
Thank you, Design.
At the end of the day, there's no loss because I learned so much in that marriage. I learned so much about myself. I was pushed. I was triggered. I triggered him. I pushed his buttons. I felt like I learned more of what it is to be whole. I learned that a lot of the things that I didn't like about myself is what I would push and point out with him. And that wasn't fair,
All right. So that's a little clip of what she said. I think in all of it, like I said, she said that like when people was asking her questions about him, she was like, look, I basically don't want to trigger my ex. People was asking like how he's doing. She's like, I hope he's doing well, right? All we do strictly is co-parent. She was saying how the kids even recognize that she's in a better place now. Like they're like, mommy, you're really in a good place. And she says that it brings her so much joy that they recognize it, because although they have questions and of course they want mom and dad to be together, now it's coming to a point and a realization that mom and dad will not be together. But mommy, you know what? Now that I'm apart from it and my emotions are separated from it, I actually do feel like you're not just existing. And I do look like you do look like you're in a better place. Okay. She talked about the consistency of his complaint. If he's been unhappy with her and whatever those things are that he's unhappy with all of this time, then what are we doing? I have never been enough for you. Okay. She also talks about it getting to a soft spot, then hard again, a soft and a hard again. And then when talking about a soft and a hard space, it will get good, then it goes right back to what it is. So, because that person or her ex didn't do the proper work to get past that, because it wasn't an issue for him. Okay. And she said she finally had to come with the realization that this is just not going to work. And sometimes you just have to leave places. And unfortunately for her, it's a divorce, right? Sometimes you have to lose places that you're no longer comfortable in for your own sanity, right? She talked about that. It was a really, really, really good interview, and I wish a lot of people would tune into it. Even if you don't agree, it was really, really good information. Okay. Thank you, Cricket 22. I appreciate you. So she talked about that. Let's jump into Jennifer Williams. You guys know that she did this interview. Hi, Rock. What's up? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. I'm late in coming in the chat from London. Woo, baby. Welcome, London, UK. Hope you're well and your family. I appreciate that we are. We're pressing on day by day. Um, so this last little piece I want to share with you guys. You guys know that Jennifer Williams' fiance, a bench warrant was placed out for his arrest for him living or leaving his hometown to travel with Jen in Paris, and I think they went to like Switzerland or something. And he's on probation, and he didn't have the proper permission to do so. The probation officer found out via internet, because Jen posted pictures of them out in Switzerland traveling. When they asked him, the probation officer even call him on the phone and says, "Hey, are you in Europe right now?" And he still lied. Nothing in his head clicked like, let me just tell the truth. Because one, how would she know that, right? So she must be looking at something that says that I'm in Europe. But he's such a liar and a conniving individual that the first thing that came to mind was, let me continue to lie because that's what I do best, right? So with that being said, since then, the judge has forbidden him from going to or giving him the allowance to go to Paris to marry Jen. Now they're like 30 days away from their wedding, okay? If not less at this point. And the judge has denied it. Now, this is the part about being anxious. The Bible says to be anxious for nothing, okay? And Jen is so anxious. These are things you don't think that you should have properly handled before you even spend all this money planning the damn wedding. Okay. It don't even make sense. Why would you do that? Okay. So she went out into Paris. They planned all this wedding, got all this money out there, and I'm sure it was hers and not his. He's talking about he worth $6 million. I beg to differ. You ain't worth that. Okay. And people are looking for the receipts that says that you are worth $6 million. And it's no data found on that. Okay. Thank you so much, Mama Bees. I'm wrapping it up. So no data has been found that this man is worth 6 million. But listen, if he think he is worth 6 million, listen, go off, bro. But she has spent all this money, and the judge has provoked him from marrying her over in Paris. So most likely what I would do, because I would consider it too many red flags, okay, and God is trying to get my attention. And she, if she have a relationship with God, she'll think of that. But God is trying to stop you and help you because you're not smart enough to think for yourself. Unfortunately, you're digmatized, okay? And that's just what it boiled down to. You're thinking with that and you're getting love bombed, and you're not rationally thinking that God is trying to hold you up from this nasty situation, because he's going to take you for everything you got. You wait. While he's insinuating that the last relationship she pushed herself off the balcony. No, I think she had no other place to turn to, because you was barricading her in, and she just was like, hell, my only way out of here is to jump. Okay. He ain't worth that. No data found, Rob. No data found, child. He played too much. Okay. So, um, they do big liars, honey. That interview, he was talking in circles and overly explaining, and she's talking about, could you explain to them what it means? Why can't you explain it? Because you know you confuse yourself. But anyway, so the judge provoked him and forbidden him from move or to marry her in Paris. So the only thing left for her to do now is postpone it until one, he's off probation, or for her to come back to the States and have a little small ceremony here. Do that later when the man is free. But if it was me, the Bible says, be anxious for nothing. I would take this with a grain of salt and be like, you know what? It's been too many red flags. I'm going to go ahead and exit stage left. I wish you well on your journey, okay? And if it's meant for us to be, it will come back around. Okay, and that's the way she should really approach this situation, because God is trying to save her from herself. This man is about to take her for everything she got. And because she's in this love bombing phase, she can't even see what's going on. And because she's just like she told us, she's in this effort, moment, and she's like, F it and just do it. That's probably what she's telling her friends and family. F it, I'm just doing it. And she don't want to hear anything from anybody, in my opinion. So people probably just sitting back, let her do whatever she want to do. She don't want to listen to me. People like, I'm gonna mind my business. I'm just gonna show up to the wedding, because she really is stuck right now, right? She's love bombed. He's touching her in all the right places. He's kissing her in all the right places. He's rubbing that booty in all the right places. Baby, he is doing the do in the bedroom, in my opinion. And she can't see nothing but this gonna be my man, right? So now she's in a position where she has to make a decision. The judge said, hell no, ain't nobody getting married in Paris. What y'all gonna do now? Right? He better be lucky they ain't revoke his whole probation, right? Then you really would have been marrying him from behind the bars, right? Just consider it as a warning, and postpone this wedding for your own sake. And I hope that she get friends and family that will step in the gap and tell her, Jen, can you really look, pull a Miss Wanda on her. When Miss Wanda told Tisha, are you really this stuck on stupid? Like, pull a Miss Wanda and tell her, Jen, are you really this dumb? Are you really that so in love that you can't see what the hell is going on? Baby, somebody go tell Jen. Baby, God is saving you from something. That's why he keeps throwing all these monkey wrenches in the dang on sea. He's trying to stop you. Jennifer is too old for the foolishness. Some people get slapped outside the head and still keeps going, then start crying. Why? Exactly. Why, Mama Bees? Hope you're doing well. Um, if you would like to support the channel, thank you for the reminder, Mama Bees. We need 14 more. Thank you. Let's like it, guys. Let's run it up. We 6 minutes over our time. Yeah, a bunch of dumb, stupid, want to be loved. And they too old to be like, have not found your place in life. It's just really pathetic and sad. He performing like, Ving. Oh, baby boy. Who said that, Bella? Listen. Wait a minute. Baby, I said who? Listen, she don't care. Y'all see her over there. You could tell, like, even she didn't even meet the kids. She was like, they asked, like, Carlos asked her, like, hey, did you meet the kids? And she was about to say, no, I haven't met them yet. But he talked over her. Was like, of course she did. We know she didn't. Them babies don't want nothing to do with her, and she don't want nothing to do with them, rightfully so. Okay, but why lie? Because you know it looks crazy. If you gotta lie to make your story look great, baby, that's a sad situation, okay? All right, guys, I'm 7 minutes over my time. My mods are keeping me in the loop, and they saying, Shari, you over your 1 hour. So y'all know what that means. Y'all hit the like button, honey. Share the live for one last time. And that is my time. And if you haven't had a chance to follow my backup page, go on over to Shari's World #6 and follow my backup page there. Like this video, subscribe to the video, share the video, and remember, checkmates, I love y'all. And ain't nothing you could do about it. And don't you let nobody tell you nothing different. Until next time, bye.